Well, one way or the other, I see a definite and a healthy insistence on following eschatology from the beginning to the end. Eschatologies ought not to be considered merely as some addendum or only millennial views and you can pick and choose whichever one you like the best. But eschatology, more broadly considered, maybe we would blend this in with the realm of teleology, the purpose and the direction or the goal to which all of the Bible is moving. That's something that you're carrying on throughout the Bible. I love that about this book, but it's also a place where I see so many evangelicals as it's an opportunity to grow, where I wonder if you might speak to evangelicals and in a way, and what would you say to some who might not understand or even see the importance of tracing the eschatology and teleology throughout Scripture? Why is it important to expand our notion of that beyond just the last 2 or 3 chapters of the Bible?
Yeah, because because scientism, materialism rules the day, right? Scientism, the way that it's articulated by so many people in our culture, in the West especially, is, hey, it's got to follow the science. Well, the problem is that science is self-correcting, and what was scientific 3 years ago is rubbish today. So that's a problem. The other problem is that science can't tell us anything about why we're here. It can't tell us anything really about how we got here, which is ironic because that is what it's trying to do, but it can't do that. So the Bible, Christianity, can tell us origins. It can tell us, I was just telling my students yesterday, like, the thing about the Bible, it can tell us where we came from. It can tell us who we are, what we're supposed to do today, how we got here, and guess what? It's going to tell us where we're going. So the problem has been within wider evangelicalism. I'm unsure about the Reform camp here, but when wider evangelicalism, so much time is spent on origins. That's not a bad thing, but that's just looking back. We got to get it right looking forward. So we have to be able to tell the culture, look, God created me. God created the world. You don't create anything. You can't even tell your body not to die. You can't wish your heart to keep going. You can't wish your breath to keep moving. No, you can't. You're not a creator. God created us. We're in his image. We are his. Number 2, we are fashioned after his son. We know what we're supposed to do today. Prophet, priest, and king. We got to work it out. And then it also tells us where everything is going. And so when you start to get this robust view of the past, the present, the future, you can solve so many of these pressing issues. It really puts things in perspective so that when your house hypothetically, if your house catches fire, you lose everything.
Yeah, in case that might happen. Yeah.
In case that might happen. You know what? You move into a rental and you just keep going, right? Because I can make sense of things that happen to us because the Bible tells me how to think about it, how they contextualize it, and we have to reassure. The problem is that we have to remind ourselves of these things on a daily basis, right? We're only, it's inaugurated. We're inaugurated new creation, so we've got to remind ourselves. I think in the new creation, I think we won't have as much memory loss as we do today on a daily basis. So yeah, it's really, I think it's really pressing that we understand what the Bible's trying to do, because just what's happening with the culture, you guys get it. I don't need to keep preaching the choir. So
yeah, it's not looking good culture wise.
Yeah. I think it's good, but I think in some sense, I like it because
it's clarifying.
Because Christianity is so different. Christianity is so refreshing. Like it's amazing. We can not solve all these problems, but we can give amazing answers. And I think what's happening is that even pagans are realizing that scientism is not giving them good answers. And I think they're getting frustrated with it. And I think what happened with COVID is they're like, look, I thought this is sort of 100 years ago before the wars. They were like, oh, we are amazing. We got science, we got health, we can do anything. And then when the pandemic hits and you're like, well, science is going to have to take a while to sort this out. We still don't know. It's frustrating to people because it's like, look, I've worshiped science and science isn't helping.
Yeah.
Frustrating. It's frustrating to unbelievers.
Yeah, it is.